What if the most terrifying invention in human history doesn't end in fire, but in silence? Right now, while you're watching this video, enough nuclear weapons exist to wipe out civilization several times over. Yet for the first time ever, the world is seriously asking a shocking question: should nuclear weapons end forever? For nearly 8 decades, humanity has lived under an invisible countdown, a countdown with no timer, no warning, and no second chances. Nuclear weapons are not just bombs, they are symbols of absolute power, absolute fear, and absolute destruction. Created in the final moments of World War II, they instantly changed the meaning of war, peace, and survival itself. In 1945, Hiroshima and Nagasaki were erased in seconds. Over 200,000 people were killed, cities turned into shadows, and the world realized it had crossed a line it could never uncross. Since that moment, nuclear weapons have never been used again in war, but they have never stopped shaping global decisions. So today, we must ask the biggest questions humanity has ever faced. Who controls these weapons? Where are they stored? When could they disappear? And how could the world survive without them? The answers are more complex and more urgent than ever before. Today, 9 countries control nuclear weapons. The United States and Russia alone possess nearly 90% of the world's nuclear arsenal. China, France, the United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Israel, and North Korea make up the rest. Together, they hold more than 12,000 nuclear warheads, many of them on high alert, capable of launching within minutes. But here's the uncomfortable truth: most of these weapons were designed decades ago, controlled by aging systems, vulnerable to cyber attacks, human error, and misinformation. In a world now driven by artificial intelligence and instant communication, nuclear weapons are becoming more dangerous, not less. This raises the next question: where could the end of nuclear weapons begin? Surprisingly, it already has. Large parts of the world are nuclear weapons free. Latin America, Africa, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, and the South Pacific have legally banned nuclear weapons within their regions. In 2017, the United Nations adopted the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons, declaring nuclear arms illegal under international law for countries that join it. While nuclear powers haven't signed yet, history shows that global pressure works. Chemical weapons were once considered essential. Today, they are internationally condemned. Slavery was once legal. Today, it is universally outlawed. The same long road could lie ahead for nuclear weapons. Now comes the hardest question: when could nuclear weapons actually end? Not tomorrow, not next year. Experts agree that the end of nuclear weapons would be gradual. First would come deep reductions, then de-alerting, removing weapons from instant launch status. After that, strict verification using satellites, inspectors, and advanced monitoring technology. Finally, dismantlement turned weapons of mass destruction into scrap metal and reactor fuel. This process could take 20 to 30 years, possibly longer. But what's pushing it forward isn't optimism, it's fear of catastrophe. False alarms have already brought the world within minutes of nuclear war. A computer glitch, a misunderstood radar signal, a delayed phone call. Each time, humanity survived by luck. Luck is not a strategy. So why haven't nuclear weapons ended already? Because for decades, they worked. The idea of mutually assured destruction kept major wars from breaking out. If everyone could destroy everyone, no one would dare start a fight. Nuclear weapons became the ultimate deterrent. But the world has changed. Today, wars aren't just fought with armies, they're fought with code, drones, misinformation, and artificial intelligence. A cyber attack could spoof warning systems, an AI error could misinterpret data, a political crisis could escalate faster than humans can react. In this new reality, nuclear weapons are no longer a shield, they're a liability. Young generations are questioning old logic. They're asking why survival depends on weapons that could end everything in minutes. They're demanding a future where power's measured by innovation, cooperation, and intelligence, not annihilation. So is this truly the end of nuclear weapons? Maybe not the dramatic ending we imagine. No single announcements, no final explosion. Instead, a slow fading. Fewer warheads, fewer launch sites, less fear controlling global decisions. The end of nuclear weapons wouldn't mean the end of conflict. Humans will always disagree. Nations will always compete, but it could mean the end of instant extinction. It could mean that one mistake doesn't erase civilization. It could mean that the future belongs to those who build, not those who threaten. The question is no longer, can we eliminate nuclear weapons? The real question is, will we choose to do it before time chooses for us? Because the future of humanity isn't written in blast radius charts or launch codes. It's written in decisions, and the most important one may already be underway. If you find yourself thinking about the future of humanity while watching this, make sure to subscribe to InnoVision Tech. We break down the biggest questions about science, technology, and the fate of our planet, because understanding the future is the first step to surviving it.